today is the official, might be a little hard to see, the official GreyBoys Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship awarded by my fellow GreyBoys to me, the winner, Super Kami Will, for once again defeating Gene and his piece of shit deck, becoming the undisputed GreyBoys champion. So, I mean, if there's anything that's going to give us luck here, you guys, it's going to be my trophy that I got for beating Gene.
Hello everybody, and welcome to another video. My name is Mean Gene. No need for any fake moniker for this video. This is a very serious video. In fact, it's so serious, gotta pull out a drink for this one. That's the strong stuff. As you can see from the video before of Will showing the trophy, it's all complete bullshit. I promised you all today that I would have told you the results of our duel, the one that's been in the works for months. And it looks like in these months that come, all Super Kami Will has been preparing was his victory parade, with videos and trophies congratulating himself. I'm here to tell you the true victor was me. Now I know you're wondering, whoa, you won. Why do you sound so somber? Because it was a rivalry. And instead of losing gracefully, instead he decided to put out a video, put his own trophy out, and then tell you that he was elected by the GreyBoys. Which GreyBoy? It wasn't me. It wasn't B-Rad. Joe is nowhere to be found. He's about as mysterious as his name, which we still not even sure if it is Joe. But he put it out as a sore loser to say, hey, I won. But I'm here to tell you everyone the truth. I kicked his ass so bad. What? Listen, the real plan of the video, I said I was going to try and record it. But he didn't want the video recorded. He made whatever excuse. But you know what? Honestly, it's good. It shouldn't have been on YouTube, because a beat down that brutal would have been taken down. So let's talk about how the first duel went. So the first duel was against my Red Eyes deck and Will's Exodia deck. Which, for anyone who doesn't know anything about the Exodia deck, once you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces in your hand, you automatically win. Let's read this effect right now. An automatic victory can be declared by the player who has a hand whose hand contains this card together with the left leg, left arm, right arm of the forbidden one. This was the first duel. In that first duel, I lost with my mistake. I won without losing any life points. Now, Will says that his deck was for no reason, was not supposed to make me lose life points. The whole goal of the deck was to summon Exodia. And I will admit, if 2 more turns had passed, I would have lost. He had 4 pieces of Exodia. He needed just 1 more. I was 2 turns away from losing. But your boy still squeaked out a win. But that's neither here nor there, because that wasn't even the deck he made to beat me. That was just an experimental deck. Although it had me sweating though. He had me on the ropes a couple times, I'll admit. But in the end, I had him like.
So all right, so we go to 2,000. How much you boy at 28?
No, 38.
38?
Yeah.
You played two?
I copied him.
God. Ah! Ding, 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 ding. Okay, that just sits on the field for no reason.
So after that was all said and done, he brought out the real deck. The deck that was supposed to make me cry. The deck that was supposed to defeat me so easily, I'll never duel again. The deck that'll make me lose so badly, I'd have to give him my chain that shows that he's king of games. Just to show you guys. I still got it, baby. So we go into the second duel. That duel, I did end up losing some health. And I only lost health. What did he get me down to? I believe he got me down to 1,300. We start with 4,000 life points. He got me down to 1,300. And a majority of his attacks come from this one weak monster that did like 600 damage. And he was able to summon Lava Golem to my side of the field. Now, if you don't know what Lava Golem is, it's a card that it can be summoned by tributing 2 of your opponent's monsters. And then for every standby phase that Lava Golem is on my field, I take 1,000 life point damage. So I had him for 2 standby phases. So I lost 2,000 life points on just him. Then the rest were from that little monster. Again, your boy squeaked out a victory. That's 2 wins in the bag. I told Will, enough is enough. You're down. Give it up.
I don't know, Bobby. Don't you think you've had enough?
Well, I'll tell you when I've had enough.
So then he decided, okay, I'm gonna go with my Dark Magician deck. Let's try that. Let's see if Dark Magician deck can beat you. Guess what? Your boy was down and out. He didn't stand a chance there either. And luckily enough for me, since we're 3 duels in, and pretty quick duels, I dispatched him with ease. B-Rad came in during the 3rd duel and watched me mop the floor with him. I'll tell you, I folded him like it was laundry day. It was just embarrassing. So I can see why he would want to quickly put up his video saying that he won. And if you were to look back at his video, you'll see that he didn't give any details whatsoever. The whole video was, I beat Gene. How bad did you beat Gene? What cards did you use? How long did the duel take? He gave you no details whatsoever. Just, I beat Gene. I kicked his ass. He's a 3rd-rate duelist with a 4th-rate deck.
I'm gonna destroy Gene's stupid Red Eyes deck with this now. Gene, you've been challenged. Your deck is shit. Your strategy's shit and cheap. Let's go. Man up.
But you want any details? None whatsoever. I can't tell you guys or force you guys to believe me or to believe Will. But see if you can get any other GreyBoy to agree with his story. You're not going to find any because the story isn't true. Now, it was 3 duels and it was done like quick, so regardless, you didn't get a video. But I did promise you I'll tell you a little bit about my deck. Now, as soon as Will lost his 3 duels, he immediately went to, this isn't fair, your deck's cheap, this and that. Mind you, he made 2 cheap decks just to beat my deck. So, at a point, it's not even about cheap, it's just skill. So we've got the main card, Red Eyes Black Dragon. Not a strong card with an attack of 2,400, defense of 2,000. No monster, no effect. Pretty much was off the field as soon as it got in. Well, dispatched it pretty easy. The cards that were really giving him trouble were Red Eyes Fusion, which even then he's made a counter for that too. So basically, Red Eyes Fusion, I can fuse with cards whether on the field, my hand, or my entire deck. Pretty OP, I'll admit. But you know what? Those Red Eyes Fusion wasn't even a problem for him. He was able to pass it. I'll admit, Will is an amazing duelist. He is my greatest rival. But unfortunately, his whole deck revolves around cards that will stop me from attacking, cards that will keep my card in defense mode, and cards that I'll banish to the graveyard. Which, perfect counter to Red Eyes, honestly. His only problem is, if I were to have a Red Eyes card on the deck, hit your boy with the Infernal Fighter Blast. Attacks him directly. Hit him with 2 of these, that's it. Duel's over. Very upset about that. He was absolutely livid. You should have seen him. No, not the cheap deck. No. Oh, I did say I had a very special card that I had just to counter him. I didn't even get a chance to use it. So that's to speak on his own skill, because I was doing my best to try and summon it, but he wasn't letting it happen. Good old Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. I'll give you guys a TLDR. Basically, with that card, no card effects can, affect him. He can't be destroyed by card effects, which is basically all his deck. His deck isn't destroying you in terms of battle. There's 0 raw strength in his deck. It is just card effects. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, every time he were to activate a monster effect, or any effect at all, he would lose 500 life points. This card should be renamed the Super Kami Will counter, because this is everything. This card goes against everything Super Kami Will believes in. But those 3 duels, I will say, none of them I can say was a cakewalk. He did challenge me to the best of his ability, and he did have me sweating, heart beating. Put me into a corner here and there where one misstep and I definitely would have lost. But doesn't change the fact that today I got 3 back-to-back wins. In fact, I have B-Rad contacting me right now to give me some words of congratulations.
Well. Is anybody surprised? Because I know I'm not. Mean Gene, I'm so proud of you, man. You are, without a doubt, the greatest Yu-Gi-Oh player of all time. You win over and over and over again. You know, there's no denying Red Eyes is the best eyes. Blue Eyes, what? Garbage. It's all about Red Eyes, man. It's the way to go. It's the way to be. It's the champion's mentality, which you have had for forever, man. For as long as you've been playing, you've been the champ, and you always will be the champ. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. I can't remember the guy's name that you beat 3 times in a row yesterday. Sugarcane, super calm. Willis? Walter? I don't know. Anyway, you beat him up pretty easily, which I wasn't surprised about. As you saw, I came in, we celebrated. I knew you were going to win. Yeah, I'm just super proud of you, man, and keep doing your thing. Keep being the best, and I'll see you soon. Peace.
Now that arc is over in the inner Yu-Gi-Oh duel, there's just a little bit of infighting. Now we get into the second arc now. Joe has entered the fray. He started talking a lot of ish about my Red Eyes deck. He says it's going down, taking it easy, whatever. And he says he can beat me. So Will has now given confidence to the commoners to come and challenge the king. But what's funny enough is, Joe's cards are less than authentic.
No, 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 no. Oh, he tried it.
So I'm not worried about him because he's not dueling me unless he gets some real authentic Konami cards. So that's on the back burner until he can build his own deck. But I did get a challenge from Tony Milo and Jobro. There is in June an Egyptian God deck coming out with for Slifer Sky Dragon and Obelisk the Tormentor. And me and Super Kami Will were challenged to verse Tony Milo and Jobro. So I'm talking to Will now. Let's put aside our differences and we'll come together to defeat them. Not as rivals, but as friends. And Joe, I remember from your last video, you said you'll be the villain that'll challenge everyone in the Grey Boy. You've lost your way. You forgot what it means to be gray. To be gray is to not take one side or the other, just to do what you want. But you've chosen a side, and now you must be taken down. Because the Grey Boy motto is,
I have no strong feelings one way or the other.
well, that's all I have to say for today. Will, you dueled fantastically, and I know that you'll eventually beat me. Today just wasn't your day, but someday it will. As the current king of games, the champion, you can challenge me anytime for the rank. I'll be here. You know where I am. B-Rad, I want to say thank you. You definitely my nigga, because you held it down. You believed in your boy when Super Kami Will was putting me down in front of everyone. You believed in me, and I appreciate that, and I'm going to remember that. All right, everyone. This is Mean Gene signing off. See you later in the next video.